Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome back to the Roost and Vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines. Last time, we blew up the warehouse for Bertram Tongue, and we had an interesting conversation with him afterwards. Okay. Hey, Tongue, guess what?
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Do you know of Beckett, the noble savage?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
We traded words. Or the dark voices told me he was near. How about that?
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
You're truly nastalicious. Hey, I got some questions, though. May I pull them from your bubbling dome?
What do you need?
I made the acquaintance of your golden ghoul.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
It festered in your brain that I would?
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
Got it. He played unawares. I guess that's the... that's the thing. But I vanquished the Asian vampire in his stead, yeah.
No, you helped me remove a spy without revealing myself or getting my hands dirty. Pretty good actor, that Knox, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You've mastered my brain, bravo.
Don't take it hard, Cupcake. I won't be the last elder to milk you for a favor.
Yeah, something tells me you're absolutely right about that.
Sure.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
Jester? You call him LaCroix a Jester? You'd better watch that, fledgling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Tell me about the clans.
Sure.
Lay bare the Bruja.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
So it is Bruja, like brouhaha. Okay. One.
Sure.
Give me the goods on the gangrel.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to.
Ah. Something tells me that a Nosferatu would have probably the most grounded viewpoint on a lot of this. Demystify the Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Well, see, that's why we get along so well. Fun like the dark daughter of Janus. Yeah.
Janus's daughter? What the... Oh, Janus. The two-faced god. You mean Therese Vorman. Oh man, you Malkavians are really messed up. Anyway, that was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
All right, to my ears, it sounded like a devilish dogfight. The Dark Daughter wanted you to swim the dark waters. Did you know they shared the same skin?
I had my suspicions. What an interesting specimen. But a pain in my dead ass for sure.
Yeah, sounded like a dogfight.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I think Nasty Dude is drawn to the Queen of Drama.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Well, pretty good. Is it beyond you? What? I wouldn't say that, but I'm going to.
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
Yeah, good point.
Like what?
What you got else? Can you open my eyes to the sects? Or no, let's ask more about clans.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know.
Right.
A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Another clan. Need me some knowledge of the Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Agreed, and I'm already looking forward to a Nosferatu playthrough, which I may do as a live stream, but we won't do it until we're through with this series. So just keep your eyes out for that. Fate shines well on your twisted visage.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Yeah, and that's why I think, part of the reason why I think Nosferatu probably have the most the most sensical and grounded perspective on a whole lot of things. Are you part of the Jester's family?
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Very good. Do you like the Jester's family? Why, I'm probing.
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
Cool.
Sure.
Another clan. Tell you the truth of the Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos. Sure.
We almost played as the Toreador, by the way, if you'll recall. Tell a tale of the Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in L.A., but all in all, there's not that many of them.
I also want to play Tremere at some point. I usually play mages in role-playing games. That appealed to me, but mage almost always adds complexity. I figured for a first playthrough, that was not the best.
Sure.
And, let's see, we have one more. Ventru and Veritas.
Well, they get a bad rap, if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge. But when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
See, grounded perspective. How about the sects?
Sure, Cupcake. It's war out there, after all. You should know all you can about the different sides.
See, this guy's super accommodating. I like him. What appraisal of the Anarchs?
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
There's nothing new under the sun. What do you know of the one with a number for a name?
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
Nines again, this is the guy that spoke up and caused a scene at the trial in the beginning with the Camarilla and me in the center. I may owe him my life. I'm not sure. I don't know if the prince was going to off me or not, but he decided not to after Nines' outburst. I see someone with my mind's eye. Okay.
Sure.
We already asked about that.
Chester. You call him LaCroix a Chester?
Mm-hmm.
You'd better watch that fledgling. Anyway, what am I going to say? He's the boss now.
All right, let's go back to the sects.
Yeah?
Clue me in on the Camarilla.
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
I believe that. We've never heard of caitiff before, have we? I guess we would have if we knew about the tabletop game, but tell me about them now, the caitiff, the motherless dogs.
Pretty close to the mark. Caitiff are just kind of riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society, don't know their clan, mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
Possibly, yeah. I'm wondering if I was turned just to kind of be, tossed around. I mean, who knows why my sire wanted me to I mean, who knows? That was a pretty seedy joint we were in. Thin-blooded and short-lived.
You said it. Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is strong. If you're 15th generation, you barely qualify as a vampire. A thin blood.
Okay, see, now that's making some sense. That's making some sense. Thin blood thinly seen, and yet they cast a long shadow. Or Cain, you speak of he unseen? Tell me of hunters, gods, devils. I want to say 1 and 2. Let's say 1.
Long shadow. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You Malkavians and your damned insight. Most fledglings don't know anything about Gehenna.
Gehenna, falling in the eternal shadow. One of the realms of hell, also.
You don't know the half of it, kid. Gehenna, the day we all die, when our sleeping forefathers rise and bring about the end of the world. Many believe we're living in the final nights.
Could be. Cain. Creepy.
Yep, that's him. Cain, the biblical brother killer. Father of all vampires.
3.
Like what?
Sex. We still need to ask about the Sabbat. Secret sorrow and sickness. Tell me of the Sabbat.
You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the Masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
Yeah. All right. I leave you to your black baths. Farewell. We also met a wolf coming out of the warehouse site who shared with us some insight, a little bit of insight about what might be going on, the great historian. Okay. I'm also hoping that was indeed the fella that Rosa mentioned that I could trust. Rosa, the thin blood down on the beach. She said I could trust the man on the couch, whom I presume is Mercurio, and I could trust the lone wolf. I first thought that was Jack, but now I'm thinking it was the literal wolf that came up to me, leaving. And I still have my feelings that Jack might be the final boss, but we'll see. Can I check your computer? I guess not. It's just there. Okay, let's check our log here. Explosive beginning. The warehouse mostly lies at the bottom of the Pacific with a few pieces neatly lodged in a lawn in Pasadena. Report to Prince Lacroix at the Venture Tower downtown. Okay. So, Carnival of Death. We still don't know who the murderer is here. I thought, well, maybe it was the wolf when the wolf came up to me, but I don't think it was him. We also need to go downtown to do the mud hunt and to look for M. Strauss. So, I guess we need to go downtown. I'm not 100% sure how we get downtown, but I'm going to look back here to begin with. How's everybody doing today, huh? Regular 77. Yeah. Union 76. Used to see those little orange balls on antennas everywhere. Oh, we got some slowdown here. I guess if we just wander in, we'll find the way downtown. Maybe I should go check my email also. Hey, there's a taxi. I wonder if that's how you get downtown. I also wonder if I should go see Jeanette.
Lovely evening.
It is a lovely evening. I need to feed also, so let's go in here to do it. Oop-a-doop-a-doop, boop, boop. Hey, Paige. I did. Lunchtime. Are you? Well, good for you. Ah, delicious. And we still need to top up. So let's go see State Girl. Hey, chica. Mommy's here for a little more sugar. Yeah. Thank you, darling. While we're here, let's check in with Knox. Death as usual. Uh-huh. He is good at acting like an airhead. I didn't believe he was some mastermind. I also don't know if I believe it still or not. Let's go see. We could regret this, eh? Where is she? She's not here. Oh well. Toothbrush. 3 toothbrushes. Okay. Well. Anything new on her computer? There is. Santa Monica is my city. Let's read 3 first to refresh ourselves. This is from Jeanette. Why are you always so mean? Bertie's not so bad. Once you get to know him, you're the disgusting one. Right. Next. Also from Jeanette. No, your attitude is tearing us apart. You need to cool off. Why don't you go swim in the Pacific? God, I'm sad. I'm very sad. I'm just going to check this again. Lacroix, Tung, Johnson, Miller, Vandal, LeBeau. Who was LeBeau? Oh, the art coordinator. Vandal's the guy at the blood bank. Miller. Oh, he's the disc jockey. Johnson Harry Johnson. Construction. The Prince. Bertram at Shreknet. That's awesome. Okay, let's go. Who was the father? That's the question, you know? I just can't be here. This is so disturbing. Alright, we're topped up on the blood. I'm betting you this is how we get downtown.
Where to?
Not here. Change my scene and get this big yellow beetle scuttling toward my destiny. Why am I talking to you? I'm not going anywhere. Big yellow beetle. That's funny. Okay, we will go. Let's go check our email. Whoa. Sabbat? Maybe. Not friendly either way. It's getting spooky, man. We'll check our email, then we'll head out. We'll also check our actual mail. Probably don't have any, but it's worth checking. 508. Home sweet home. Email? Hey, we got one. The first move. The White King moves to protect his pawn. Okay. White King. Is that the prince? I don't know. Should we take our arm with us? The feat adjustment -1. What does that mean exactly? Some knives throughout their entire existence are never used for any malicious purpose. This ain't one of them. True. Truly a tool for madman. Who else would attack fire with a blade? Well, that's not exactly what it... That's not how you use it, but anyway. Once the signature crack of this equipment conjured images of America's pastime. Now it has evolved into a brutal chorus of a thug song. No weapon readied. Heavy, metal, blunt. Could be used for fixing a flat, sure. I can't believe we didn't read all those. Anyway. Do we really need the arm? I don't know. Let's just keep it. Is it any good? That's the question. So we got melee requirement 3 damage, 14, 7. I mean, the damage potential here is pretty good. 14. I mean, our fists are just incredible. 14. 8. 20, 12, -2. I mean, it's not great. It's the exact same as the knife. Let's keep it in the fridge. We don't need it. It's a good place to keep it, right? All right, now let's get out of here. I'm going to make a permanent save. Let's just go down here to one of these. Heading downtown. Downtown. Where the food is slop. Downtown. Where the cabs don't stop. right, big yellow beetle. It's not a beetle, but she doesn't mean beetles in the beetle. Let's go around. Hey there.
Need a ride?
This guy's not sketchy at all. Yes, you may take me for a ride. Like father and child, I'll ride where you drive. I ride this yellow horse toward my destiny. Right off the sunset without me, I must stay here. So we get different ones. Wow, that's cool. Our creativity knows no bounds. Number 3. Ooh, look at this. It's a map. This is where we're at. Okay. This is downtown. Is this a real map? I've never been to Los Angeles. It looks like Los Angeles, but I could be wholly ignorant. What a tit.
Let's drain it. Let's stake it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Lick.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck.
Oh, God.
Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment.
Those are my airbags.
Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Oh, look who it is.
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
Ooh.
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you.
No kidding.
Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
I was about to destroy them. Not really. We're not really haughty. What happened to 1 through 8?
Same thing that happens to a lot of anarchs, Malk. But you already know that somehow, don't you? Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I was about to destroy them. Well, what do you know? I'll let everyone in shouting distance know. Your face is familiar. Do you have your own cereal? Let's destroy him. We'll say it now. Want me to go get him? Hee hee. Get who? Round 2. Fight.
You do what you want. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I like stories.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I think you're probably right. Maybe or maybe not. Okay. So we've officially met Nines now. We need to meet him at this establishment. Perhaps a bar or something. Oh, check out this place. I like the statues. Ooh. This is creepy. Oh, look at the big building. What's back here? Classic game design, you know. Spawn the player in and hide something really cool right behind them. You know, I always look just in case. Okay. City of Los Angeles. It has a sewer. We don't need to go in it right now, but I'm betting that's essential in a Nosferatu playthrough. Man, this is just, look at this place. This is right up my alley. My God, can I live here? Zool! It gives those vibes, doesn't it? Look at that. That is so damn beautiful. I'm trying to get like a good area here. That's thumbnail material. Take a screenshot. Okay. This is how you get mugged, you know, when you go to a new city and you walk around like this. Yeah. Or at least step in a hole. And I don't know where to go first. I guess we should go to the place he was talking about. I already forgot the name of it. We have some quests we can follow up on. First thing we should probably do is report to the prince. Venture Tower downtown. Would that be it? Did it say Venture? No, Ventru. No? Venture. No. Confusing myself, people. Would this be it? This sick looking building? I love it. I mean, if you're a vampire, you're going to hide out in the obvious place that looks like where vampires live. I don't know. We got some Days Gone vibes over here. What's going on with these people?
Biohazard.
You got nothing to say? Nothing? Okay. Boat belt. What the? Is someone being kidnapped? I thought it sounded like somebody with a gag. Hey, you got anything to say? You look like the guard at the clinic. Yep, you sure do. Priority mail, 2 pounds, 2 days, $2.90. What's this? Baby sale. Oh, I hate that. That's very disturbing. The peckening. Coming soon. The peckening. Okay. I just don't really like sacrilege, but that's funny. I think. Ah, it's a map. Downtown Law. Number 1, Empire Arms. Number 2, Skyline Apartments. Number 3, Nocturne Theater. Number 4, 11, and 12, Parking. Okay. Number 5, Confession. And it is shaped like a cross. You know, traditional, like Catholic churches are shaped like a cross. The footprint. Number 6, Venture Tower. Okay, it's on the periphery there. Number 7, Hospital in Budapest. Number 8, Hallowbrook Hotel. Number 9, The Last Round. Number 10, Public Library. So the last round, that's where Nines wanted us to meet. And there are bus stops. Oh, cool. Can you actually catch a bus? It's probably not that big. Okay, so Venture Tower is not that building. Or is it? That's the library? Okay. Whoa. Look at that. What a beautiful sight to behold.
Hey, honey, looking for a date?
No, not really. How much will my purse be like? What? I don't know.
Ooh, I don't get to do women often. Especially ones as cute as you, sugar. Tell you what, how's 40 sound?
It's a family show. But, I gotta go. Maybe later. But she's got money, like, in her little, place. Okay, let's go. Those guys look like they're looking for trouble. Alright, so I'm already lost. I got distracted. Let's look at this again. So I'm right here. At the corner of some building. Number 3, Nocturne Theater, I guess. So we're wanting the Adventure Tower, which would be behind us. This giant building here. Look, it's the Thin Man. No, this has got to be the place. It says Lacroix right there. Is water his business? I think I've seen this guy before, too.
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but, anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
That's hilarious. I thought I thought it was simply just a reuse of the model, but no, it's literally the same guy. This game subverts my expectations time and again. Ah, Jelly Donut, allow me to climb the tower. Like you, I must also go to the top. Or 3, your heart beat against mine in Santa Monica, but my heart beats for no one. I'm not going to say that. Ah, Jelly Donut, allow me to climb the tower. Now let's be flattering. Number 2.
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm gonna have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
Uh-huh. Louis, the name I seek is Lacroix. Number 2, open the Sky Ferry for me. Now let's see if we can do it without the powers, right?
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
It's Sebastian. I have no suckling youth. Number 1.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Well, see, why didn't you just tell me that? May the fat of many creatures fill your belly.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Is your name Chunk? Really? The poor guy. I mean, he's sweet. What are you a chunk of? They're a bigger piece?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
That was you, huh? Well, I'll stitch your name in my brain. Farewell. Guy. Okay. This doesn't look like an elevator, but I'm just looking. I'm going to investigate this place while I'm here. This doesn't remotely look like a place where a vampire would hang out. No, not at all. That's locked. There's a camera. We don't want to upset the prince. Ladies and gentlemen. Cool sign. So one brother is I assume they're brothers, is a CEO of a baby formula company. It's weird. And then the other one leads a charitable foundation. Gee, that's great. E for the penthouse, please. Oh, it's the big guy. Look at this. Very nice. I like paintings. Nice couch. Look at those candles. Man, his wax bill must be huge. How do they burn like that? It's called technical limitations, Johnny. Okay. What painting do we have over the fireplace? All right, let's just go and talk to the friggin' purple man. Hey, Perp.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Bloody Mercury, Two Faces, Diner Assassins, Wolf People. Yeah, let's not say that. There were no explosives on Mercury, but I found some. Or should we? Let's just tell him. Screw it.
Yes, I'm sure it was quite an experience. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
What shall I spy with my little eyes? When you say jump, I shall say, where's the cliff? Or 3, dangle something in front of me. Well, let's not say 2. Let's say 1.
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
On the news, yes. You hear them too? I mean, continue.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Help me understand.
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
More than you know.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He wants me to find the last round in this field of massive rectangles. Okay.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I love humoring. I'm there.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Done is good. Hee hee, good one. Okay. So, we got the prince wants you to investigate the Elizabeth Dane, but before you do, he wants you to contact Nines Rodriguez at the bar called The Last Round and find out why he wants to talk to you. This is under downtown. We still have Santa Monica quests we can't forget about. Okay. You know, the parallels here between this scenario and Dracula, pretty strong. In Dracula, you had the Demeter that washed ashore at Whitby with, of course, the Count and his boxes of earth inside coffins. A sarcophagus is a kind of coffin. And it caused an air of uneasiness, right? Remember that. That's kind of neat. Nice little literary parallels there. It's not just a blatant, it's more of an homage, I guess. It works as a parallel. It works as an homage. It works in this setting very well. The other thing, Rosa said to us, do not open it. I'm wondering if this means the sarcophagus, because the prince here has also impressed upon us not to open it. Things to consider.